Hello guys and welcome to my new video. So today I decided to cover a bit of a taboo subject of money and generating money from YouTube, being a WoW YouTuber, and how do people make money from YouTube. This video is going to fit very well for the new people who are looking at joining the YouTube gaming community, trying out to see if they can make videos and maybe even try and support themselves through video making. For the people who watch my streams from the very beginning, they know that I went into YouTube head first. I had money saved up for my previous job, which was a very decent job. It was a decently paying job. So I had money saved up, and it was kind of a thing of I either start looking for a new job in my real career, or I'm gonna try out the YouTube thing, try streaming, try making gaming videos about World of Warcraft, about a game that I'm really passionate about. And I gave myself like a 3 or 4 or 5 month like a period where I'm going to decide whether should I keep pursuing this or whether I'm going to fail miserably. And it was not a difficult decision for me because I really enjoy making videos and I really enjoy playing the game, so I really tried. I really went into this head first, and after those months I'll decide whether I can financially support myself to do this full time. And like, this video is going to be all about money, and a lot of people were telling me like, wow, you make money from YouTube, just you're playing games, just enjoy what you're doing, and you know, the money that you get is just a benefit, extra benefit. In a perfect world, yes, that would be the best. That would be the best thing to do, but I mean, if you're spending like 8 hours streaming per day and 5 hours to make a video, and you do that like nearly every day, I did that for like nearly every day for like 6 months or something, you really don't have that much time to do anything else. You really don't, no matter how much you love it. And you know, a lot of people will say like, this is not work, and it doesn't feel like work to me because I really like it. The best job, if you love your job, you won't work a single day in your life, and that is what qualifies a good job for me. And YouTube have, like, you know, provided this for me, provided this experience, provided me this opportunity, and all the subscribers and all the viewers kind of let me know that maybe I could make this work. But in terms of money, so let's go to the money part. So this is my channel, MadSkillzzTV. I have 11,000 subscribers, which might seem a lot to some people and might seem like, you know, if you compare it to the top WoW YouTubers, I'm very little. I'm very small and I'm growing my channel. And small channels probably have the roughest time, honestly, if they still want to pursue. If you know a lot of small YouTube channels, you know that it can be quite rough, especially with a lot of different things happening with YouTube. But like, I generate, like, there's a lot of different tools like Social Blade. You can type in any channel's name and you can see how much views they get per month. So I'm getting like 400,000 views per month, which is really not that bad, because like the top YouTubers out there, World of Warcraft YouTubers, get between like 1 million to 2 million views, which is like, it's a big difference. But for my subscriber base, I'm getting a decent amount of views, and I'm really happy about that. And in terms of money that you get, so there is specific tools. This is a tool that I use, vidIQ, which is like, it's very easy to get. It doesn't require any logins or anything like that. But every time like you go to any YouTube video, you can see that vidIQ will predict your monthly income. So vidIQ predicts that I'm getting $583 a month. Now, for the people who are like, oh, you're getting into YouTube and stuff like that, I heard that 1,000 views is equal to $1, and it's relatively kind of true. It's a very generic way of putting it, but the point is, like, you get more money based on the watch time. Watch time is huge. How many ads you put in per videos, how many times people click on those ads, and things like that. It's all about ads and watch time. Things like and dislike matter, how your video is going to rank, but it's all about how interested people are in your videos. And you also have tags. Tags help YouTubers to classify their content in, like, people who are searching for certain things. Like my transmog video, I put in, like, you know, top 3 Druid transmogs, and that ranked number 3. That ranks number 3 for my viewing history. If I type in this exact keyword in YouTube, it'll show up, this video will show up as number 3 video. Now, it might not do that for you, because maybe you never see my channel and YouTube is going to do the search engine differently. The algorithm is super now. The algorithm is really, like, YouTube algorithm is magic, man. They don't They just tell you like if you get enough likes, if you get enough comments, if people watch a video for like 90% of the video or whatever, it's going to get ranked better. So there's multiple parameters that is going to like, and your tags as well, how your tags are going to rank, how your video is going to rank. And I said this at the very start. I started off with a niche content. I started off with Resto Druid content for World of Warcraft, and I made a lot of Resto Druid videos. At the very start, I used to get like 200 views, 20 views, and like 19 of those views were me refreshing the page to see if there's more views. Like, that's how difficult the starting YouTube is. Unless you get some like a big streamer, whatever, put your name out there, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. It's the first couple of months were just insanely hard to get that first 1,000. Honestly, to get that first 1,000 subscribers is one of the hardest things like ever. But after that, I made enough Resto Druid videos out there. There were enough people watching those videos. There were enough people liking those videos. And all of a sudden, at this point in my YouTube career, a lot of quotation marks in this video. At this point in my YouTube career, if I make a random video with my Resto Druid, like walking off, just fighting in World of Warcraft, like, and I put Resto Druid tag or Resto Druid title in it, and that's probably going to rank as #1 video in Resto Druids for like at least a couple of days. Until people start to realize, whoa, this content is really bad, and they start disliking the video. They only watch like the first 20 seconds, and all of a sudden that video is gonna go really down. But it's going to rank #1 because I became, YouTube put a titled me as an expert in that content. Because I made so many videos that ranked pretty well, and now all of a sudden any Resto Druid rank is going to be #1. And to the same extent that if you've seen my channel over the year, you saw I started off with a lot of Resto Druid content, and slowly I started doing like, you know, best classes, tanks, best range, DPS, best healers, and those videos generate a lot of views. And I kind of like, if I put in a tag like best class or best DPS, I rank pretty good straight away with those kind of videos. So you can say that YouTube ranked me as an expert in that kind of area. So all of a sudden, those type of videos, I'm doing pretty good. You become like kind of a, like, you know, you get these niche spaces inside YouTube that you can kind of occupy. Because a lot of, like, if I put out a video about like the 7.35 patch, there is like tons of big YouTubers who put out their videos in that tag section, and my video is probably not gonna rank unless it gets like, you know, 50,000 views, 40,000 views, because that's how many views the big YouTubers will get. So now in terms of the revenue, so like I mentioned before, how the tags work. I mentioned how like it's usually like, you know, $1,000 per 1,000 views. That's very, very generic. That's very, very generic. So you can see here, vidIQ is putting me at $600 a month. Now, what I'm actually getting paid based on my viewership and stuff like that, for this month, I'm getting paid $873, so it's around 800 euros, something like that, which is really, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, especially if you consider like, if you're living in different countries. If you're living in a country where the minimum wage is a lot smaller, like I actually checked out the list of European countries and the minimum wage. Like I live in Ireland, so technically minimum wage, I'm quite a bit below the minimum wage. But like, if you're living in any of these countries, like, goddamn, Georgia is only €7 minimum wage per month. That can't be true. Someone from Georgia tell me if this is the minimum wage. If I was in Georgia, I'd be rich. But either way, this is how much I'm getting paid. And why is it so different from the vidIQ one? Like, I'm generating 400,000 views a month, and why am I getting like double that or something? And that's purely because the viewership, the watch time, the ads and things like that. So, you know, it can skew a lot. And you can make a lot of money. And actually the funny part is, I was making a lot more money on December months. Because I actually only realized this very recently, is that a lot of the ad companies would put out all of their budgets, or majority of the budgets, onto the months before Christmas, because they wanted to heavily advertise their product. People were buying during Christmas, and then so people on YouTube were getting paid much more money because those ads were like a lot better. And especially like you get more money if your ads appear in like US or Norway or whatever. There's also things like that. So if your viewership is like from different countries, you might not get that much ad revenue. For me, America is actually like I think 35% of my views from YouTube come from America, and then Germany second, which is shout out to the Americans and Germans. But like I said, it changes a lot. And the months before December, I was getting paid way more, and then all of a sudden January, February, the ad companies kind of like, they don't have that much money to spend, so the ads don't get as luxurious as before. So there's a lot of change in terms of money for YouTube each month. Each month is a lot of change, and I was getting like, I was having similar amount of views on December as well. So you can see how YouTube changes. But things like other channels like Patreon, like GameWisp, donations, they make up a huge part of, like, I can probably say this, for smaller YouTubers, that can make or break your initial, like, you know, entry into YouTube or entry into streaming. Like the generosity of strangers, basically. Like right now, they're not strangers, they're basically their viewers, their friends. I consider a lot of my regulars to be really good friends, and I would enjoy, I know I would enjoy spend some real life time with them, like go out for a drink and things like that. But donations and Patreons become a big part, and Patreon was a big part for me for like a very long time, until I was starting making more money from YouTube, and all of a sudden I was able to kind of, you know, get more money from YouTube and you know, survive. My goal was never to become rich from YouTube. It was to generate enough income to keep doing this. That's my whole goal. Generate enough income to keep doing this. And I know a lot of other people on YouTube, they do this as well. Like you actually probably saw, like I had the Final Boss video here as well. Like if you look at Final Boss views and things like that, I've looked at multiple different channels. Final Boss views, like they generate 100,000 views per month. So they, like, do you really want Final Boss? I don't know what the situation is of the Final Boss maker and stuff like that, but do you really want Final Boss to go away and things like that? And that's why Patreon, that's why, like, you know, GameWisp and things like that can be really, really helpful. Really, really helpful. Right now, I can survive on this. I'm happy to keep doing this. I know there's a lot of WoW YouTubers who generate like millions and millions of views, and they can live off really, really well. But this has been kind of like, I wanted to do, like, the point of this whole video is to be more transparent, to tell you exactly what's going on. And first of all, the 10-minute videos and advertisements on videos. So this is gonna be a really long video, guys. I apologize already. You might notice a lot of people will start putting out content that's like 10 minutes and 2 seconds long, 10 minutes and 10 seconds, 20 seconds long, like just over 10 minutes. What happens to your video when you upload it, when it's longer than 10 minutes? You can basically place as many ads as you want in that video. And that can play a big part into your revenue. That can play a big part into your revenue, because a video that's like, gets 5,000 views but has a lot of ads on it, it can generate like €15. Like, it can be triple the amount. For me, my videos are generally pretty long. Like, I have 24-minute videos, I have 14-minute videos. Like, I usually don't do that short videos at all. Like, a lot of my content is long, so I never really had that problem. But a lot of other YouTubers might be placing their videos for 10 minutes, and it's perfectly fine, man. Especially for smaller YouTubers, because that is a big part of their income. But at the same time, if you're making a video and your video is like 8 minutes long, and then you just add 2 minutes of just, like, you know, random stuff, yeah, your content is going to suffer. Your content is going to suffer. But like I said, placing a lot of ads on your videos, like I place a decent amount of ads on my videos, and I get comments about this a little bit. I get a few people commenting about the amount of ads that I place on the videos, and this is purely for, you know, survival basis. I don't want to start like putting content behind paywalls, like putting my content on Patreon, and you have to become a Patreon to view this video, or you have to like you have to be a subscriber to get my UI, to get my Grid 2 profile for Rest of Druids and stuff like that. All of my UI section, I actually have a YouTube section for just UI, World of Warcraft add-ons, and my Rest of Druid grid, Holy Paladin grid is all available here for you to get. I don't want to put like, you have to be sub to get this, you have to be sub to view this video. I don't want to put this paywall. So my reasoning is that I'm gonna place a couple of more ads on a video that you can, hopefully you can just click away and whatever. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it and stuff like that. But I don't have to do any paywall content. that's my view on this. Of course I don't want to place any ads on my videos. I don't think there's any YouTuber out there who enjoys placing ads. No one really enjoys that many ads. Or like, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I would make the exact same content, except there'll be no ads, there will be no Patreon, there will be nothing there to support me or anything like that. I'll be just like, I just make the same content, I enjoy streaming, and I won't have to, like, make sure that I get enough money to, keep doing this. But I haven't won the lottery, and this is not the perfect world. So you kind of do have to put in some ads in there, and like, let me know how we could change this. I know a lot of people have gone to the whole sponsorship route. Like, there's a whole sponsor, and I saw quite a few YouTubers doing, like, I like this product, please check out this product at the start of the videos. And sponsorship videos is another, probably a way of surviving on YouTube and making the content that you want to make on a daily basis. Sponsorships, like, I have no idea how much you can get paid from sponsorships. Like, there are, like, I have no idea. Like, there is a tool out there called Social Book that lets you, like, gives you a general idea of how much sponsored content would generate for me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to log in, but it was telling me it was something between, like, I don't know, $300 per video, which is actually pretty insane. But like, for me, the biggest issue is, like, sponsoring the right product, because there are tools like FameBit where you can go through it and you can see different things that want to be sponsored. They're looking for YouTubers, like mobile apps, like all this random stuff. Like, I've looked through this before, and I was like, maybe sponsorship could be a decent way to keep maintaining it, and maybe remove ads and stuff like that, and just do sponsorship videos at the start. But honestly, I haven't really found anything that good. I would never sponsor something that I wouldn't use myself. That's like any, questionnaire survey kind of deals. Like, I don't use questionnaire surveys, and there's a lot of survey kind of sponsorships here, and I don't want to do that. Honestly, the most important part for me, if I ever do a sponsorship video, is about a product that I would use every day, and I would have no problems saying it's good. And yeah, so these are the ways of doing. Like, a lot of people say, like, oh my god, this YouTube channel, this WoW YouTuber started doing sponsorship videos, sell out. That's one way of that YouTuber to make sure that he or she survives. I'm not talking about the big, like, YouTubers who make 2 million views or whatever. They can probably survive off that and Patreon and stuff like that, depending on their situation, of course. But for a lot of smaller YouTubers and stuff like that, that's like, it's either that or you won't get any content. Or they have to go back to their full-time jobs, and maybe they'll release one video every week or every month. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you can't get the best of both worlds. So you can get a little bit, like, before you make comments and stuff like that, you have to try and get both angles here. And you can get both angles. But either way, this has been my video about YouTube money, YouTube views, how YouTube ad works and stuff like that. And there's a lot of small YouTubers that I see that trying to make videos, and I know what it's like, man. I know what it's like to get to start off in YouTube, and it can be extremely hard. I've been very fortunate with the amount of support that I've got from Patreon, with the amount of support that I got from, like, YouTube videos, Game Wisp, donations is a huge part, and these things, like, keep the channel alive. They literally keep the channel alive, especially for me, because I am doing this full time. And I, like, if you're watching this video, if you know, like, if not particularly me, if you're watching any other smaller YouTubers, like 1,000 subscribers, 200 subscribers, and they're making good content, because if they have that small amount of subscribers, they could be making the best content in the world, but it's probably not ranking high, because it's so extremely hard in this current environment of YouTube, where there's so many YouTube creators, there's so much clickbait content, and you almost have to be kind of clickbaity to make it out from, like, the sea of YouTube and to kind of separate yourself. And it can be really hard. I'm not supporting, like, full clickbaiting content, but until you actually try it out yourself, you'll know how hard it is. And this video has been like I said, it's all about the money. This video has been all about the money. At the end of the day, if you're a YouTube creator and you like, maybe you're doing it part-time, full-time, YouTube gives you so much freedom. You're your own boss. You decide, you can wake up when you want. You can mess up your sleeping patterns like this. You can do a video about anything you want. You can change the way the video is going to be edited. You can change the transitions. You can change, like, you're the boss. You're your own boss and you do what you want. And if you do it in any way decently, you can probably keep doing it. And you can probably keep doing it. So let me know how you feel about this. I know this has been all about the money at the end of the day, like I mentioned. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't really love the stuff that I do. My community, which is just amazing. It's like a large reason why I'm still doing this, is the community, the viewers. Hopefully this video, like, I wanted to be way more transparent. I wanted to be fully transparent with everyone. I wanted to be fully transparent of why I put in like ads on some of the videos. I want to be fully transparent of how other YouTubers work, how other smaller YouTubers, how other bigger YouTubers that maybe don't get that many views, how do they support themselves, how do they keep going, and things like that. So hopefully this has shed some light on this subject. Let me know how you feel about this. I have only one word to say, and that is thank you. That is thank you for all of the subscribers, Patreons, for all of the... You don't have to be a Patreon. You don't have to be a Patreon to do it. Like, people who watch the streams, who watch the videos, who like the content, who give me constructive criticism. Thank you for helping me to improve, helping me to continue this. And there's many more and better things to come. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.